Welcome everybody back to another BOLDcast One Piece reaction. I'm Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is One Piece episodes 241 and 242. We're gonna see what happens this time. Leave a like and subscribe. Patreon.com/BOLDcast, linked in the description. There you can get 2 weeks ahead of uncut reactions to One Piece and other series as well as 1 week ahead of edited reactions ahead. Go check out the details there, linked in the description. Patreon.com/BOLDcast. Hope you guys enjoy, most of all, this reaction to these One Piece episodes. Let's go.
Okay.
I just skinned myself. Sorry. I just literally skinned myself.
Better be careful.
Me? Or
No,
them?
them. That's not even that bad.
So bad.
Carson reacts to skinning his finger reaction.
It doesn't hurt that bad. It just was fucking, it just kind of messed me up internally. What?
Classic Zoro moment. I like how Zoro and Nami are just sitting like so like relaxedly, and Luffy's like good thing Luffy's not by himself.
It's not gonna do anything.
Yeah. Oh. But you have a cart? My private chef left me.
Spent everything he had to try and fix the Mary.
Oh, stop. So sad. Are you all right?
Is he gonna go fucking destroy the ship right now? While Usopp's just there?
That would be not good. Well, he determined that it was abandoned, so.
But he just got flashbacks of them blowing up his house.
Should have never trusted that bitch.
I called it instantly from the first moment that Zoro would be the one who was like suspicious of her. I'm glad he's the one to bring it up. Quality first mate type behavior.
Yeah. There was another person there. Any description? No. Elvin Chopper looks determined. The sunsets and the skies have been incredible. Like, look at...
Wow.
Because their hair. They should, like, fold their hair back so they're very aerodynamic. Not they're strong, just they have good luck. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Here we go. Here we fucking go. They thought it was abandoned, but Usopp's still there, and he's gonna go there, beat the shit out of Usopp again, or kick him out, and then destroy the Mary as revenge for destroying his house.
This freaking guy. To make it true, I'm gonna go do it.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either.
I don't like it.
Anyone could be a Straw Hat Pirate.
Who's in the ceiling watching that? It's a weird framing thing.
They kill the mouse. We're not letting a single rat in there. Honestly, I feel like they should just be in the room. Especially, like, yeah. Oh, it's always been there.
I'm extremely curious of that. I'm extremely curious of that. It's not.
No.
It is not. It is better if I know.
Oh boy.
Shit. What do you have to say?
Fucking Franky.
That bitch
Getting on my
Franky.
nerves.
That
Going after poor Usopp, that nice guy selling supplies, you know, give
That
him
was
some food,
such a
and
sad
it was just so depressing. It's just like the guy just like doesn't want to, but Usopp's just so pitiful that the guy, you know, feels really bad and helps him out a bit, and then Franky's like, yeah, let's go frickin' capture him and use him as bait to draw out the rest of them. Meanwhile, no one else is paying any attention to Usopp because they're trying to figure out what's going on with Iceberg and Robin.
Yeah.
It's just, again, it's just like, oh my god, like, you know, how much worse can this situation get? How much more muddled can it possibly be, you know?
I love the super obvious tease. I don't know if it's just to make people think if they weren't thinking about, like, why he has a poster of Robin, if they weren't already asking that. But just, like, why do you have a picture of Robin? You don't want to know.
Yeah, I'm just like, oh my god. I thought he was going to say, and I was like, ooh, and then it's just like, no.
It's like, all right, well. So the
Thanks
only
for that,
the only
sir.
thing I can think of is that they wanted to make sure people were asking that. Like, like, if just in case
sure.
you weren't curious, you should be, type thing. And that's kind of it.
Yeah. Like, some of the shots in this episode were so beautiful.
This episode in
Like-
general was very well made. You could tell. Like, it was showing, like, they went to the level of detail where they're showing, like, there was still a couple moments where, like, you know, when she asks, why do you have that picture? And then puts up her glasses, and then he's like, why, are you curious? A little. And then cuts back to him, and then cuts back to her, pushes up her glasses. Like, they're doing little things like that to, like, extend it, obviously. But, like, even when we're seeing people, like, conversations like this, like, people are actually moving their face. Like, when this guy says something, he's like, blah, 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 and he shakes his head. You know, they don't, if it were a lesser episode, they wouldn't put that little bit of effort in there. And then the kids, like, running around in the
That's
background.
cute.
It's like, they don't, those are the kind of details where you could tell they're putting a little bit more care into these episodes than, like, the normal One Piece episode. And obviously, like you pointed out, the backgrounds are incredible. Just this whole arc, but this episode in particular as well.
And yeah, I love the...
And in general,
I love
One Piece
it.
backgrounds are good.
Those two girls going sideways.
That was funny.
Like, I like it because when you see it, you're like, oh, this just seems like something like part of their style. And then he's like, what are you doing? And you're like, wait a minute. And
Why
then
are you doing that?
And then it all comes together. But I like it because it just seems in line with his vibe that they would just do that.
Yeah.
So then when he questions it, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like that was a really funny and like clever
That was a good gag.
moment. Yeah. Amidst a really, like, tense episode, you know? It's just so good. The show's been so good lately.
Yeah, this arc is really good. Let's check out the next one.
What are the back door? Back door. Shit, I forgot about the back door. Robin's just walking in the back door.
今のところは何もね、みんな武器持ってて強そうだぞ。そりゃそうでしょう。海賊だってねじ伏せちゃう。慎重にタイミングを見て動かない。下手に突っ込んだら大変なことになるな。どの口がそんなこと言うのかしら。
Yeah, also look on the roofs for Robin.
何のわけもわからねえままお別れだ。もう二度とロビンを追うあてはねえと思えば踏ん張りどころだ。
ああ、絶対ロビンを捕まえてやるさ。合図は砲撃とともに動き出した CP9。
マナイが少し外してくれるか。それからパウリをここへ呼んでくれ。
Could you leave me alone for a small period of time? Small enough for an assassin to come here and finish the job? Ah, Polly.
アイスバーグさんが大事な話が室にいるので何かあったら呼んで。
Don't get up too fast.
わざわざ二人で話すと一体なんじゃろうな。わからん。
Yeah, I don't know. I better take my time going in there, though.
と言っていたろう。さすが聞いてこい。
Yep.
しドアから離れてようか。そうじゃな。
Yeah, let's discuss other actions.
なんだろうな。アイスバーグさんのことだ。より今は海賊どもだ。
調査によると
The hell is he telling him? Tell him about the thing?
Hmm. Oh boy.
The thing. The thing's in there. So he's willing to risk his life to protect it.
How's no one seeing these guys?
Yeah, they aren't really camouflaged.
No,
are
in
they?
fact, they're dressed to the nines. They're asking for attention. Why are you wearing a mask?
Sometimes she does that, doesn't she?
Well, do what you're supposed to be doing here. Just take the thing and go away. Yeah, don't just run to the... Don't leave!
They're so smart. That's definitely the right move, what they just did, for sure.
God.
The hell?
Ah.
That's a crazy whip.
Yeah.
Robin's out here just doing her classic Robin move of just fucking killing people.
She's just embracing being a chiropractor. No, I thought you did. He's already gone. They've headed for the back door. Let's all go to the back door, men.
How dare you show your faces? Matador. I wonder if he has a devil fruit.
If you have the devil fruit that lets him, like, phase through walls or something.
Yeah, something like that. What about this person? With the
They're
whip.
really cool.
And this is clearly like a setup of, oh, this strange man fighter. But because it's not a manga, we can hear that it's clearly a woman. And whereas it would be more ambiguous.
What is going on with that?
Is that...
It's a double jump.
Yeah, is that devil fruit or is that just skill?
Or is it a cyborg business?
Cyborg, maybe. Yeah, you're right.
Kate.
Too late.
We should have just left it in the safe at that point.
Is that the Jeff Dunham puppet?
Let's put it back in the safe. Locks it.
正義の名のもとに今すぐこの場でね。消えた二人はいたか。もう見当たらねえ。いやしないわ。ドアと窓には全て見張りがいるんだ。海賊め、どこに来やがった。絶対近くに潜んでるはずだ。バルだ。いいな。
壁の向こう。
そう押せ。
That's cool. He can't go through the wall. He can just, like, create a door. Okay, Luffy. Door. Don't say weird stuff like that. Takes off the mask.
Did they shoot him in the same place?
Blueprints of a certain ship.
Blueprints of a certain ship. Is it Roger's ship? Your first mistake was telling one guy. Whoa,
Yeah.
look at this animation.
I don't know who's mixing in with the shipwrights in this scenario. You guys are pretty distinct. I like that they can all just leap into the air, like 15 feet into the air.
A lot of assumptions.
Yeah.
A lot of assumptions in that plan. Very, very many assumptions. Although I don't know why they would all be there when they could, like, there's gunshots and
Oh
shit.
my god. Oh my god.
Luffy.
Just
Classic
when I
Luffy.
thought this fucking...
Classic Luffy getting stuck while the shit's going on.
Oh my god. Just when I thought we weren't... I wasn't even... That wasn't even on my radar. Normally, when we get, like, into a situation, I'm like, oh, how are they gonna take away Luffy? But this arc has been so good so far that it didn't even cross my mind that they would pull this stunt. And now here we are.
Yeah, I'm actually in the same boat. I was not expecting them to do that at all.
I'm not
It's kinda
surprised
disappointing
now
that
that
they
it
did.
happens, but it is disappointing. It's like, it's expected, but I wish that it didn't have to happen, you know?
It's honestly, I was thinking something similar this episode. Like, in the middle, I had thought to myself, like, actually it was at the start of this episode when they were recapping, like, everybody, our small group here that was like, all right, let's go. And I was like, oh, they kind of did the thing where they separate everybody out and, like, you know, shorten the amount of people that are active in the main action on the protagonist side, you know, like, but instead of just frying them and taking them out of commission or just locking them in a fucking box or something, like something kind of contrived.
Yeah.
Instead, it's like Usopp is having his own arc. Robin
Yeah.
is doing her own thing. Sanji, what was Sanji doing?
I think he was going to try and get Robin or something.
Yeah, he like separated, but like Sanji's the only one where it's kind of like he probably could have stayed with the group and gotten more accomplished in this direction, but instead he's like, but it's based on a character decision. All of these are character decisions and character arcs, so they're doing the classic thing that the show always does of, separating people out, focusing the main active group to a smaller number of characters because we kind of have too many, without completely writing out, the other characters that don't like belong in the action right now. Instead, they're doing other things that make sense for their character and going on their own journeys. So I was like, yeah, that's actually really good. They aren't pulling that shit. But I didn't think that they were going to do the same thing to Luffy that they always do, where he's just too overpowered and would solve everything instantly, or the arc would move a little bit too quickly, But anyway, so yeah, they explain why. I don't know why is this the same guy? He's just wearing a different hat.
I don't know, because it's like the same cloak.
But he's wearing a different hat.
But a different hat, so it could also be a different guy, and the other guy could be like the ringleader, and this guy could just be like a...
I think it's the same guy. I think we're supposed to believe it's the same guy. But he explained why they didn't kill him instantly before. Because they needed him to be a witness of his own assassination so that they could pin it all on everybody else.
And they also needed to know where the thing was, because they didn't know where it was.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, him trying to tell Polly where it was gave away everything. It completely
backfired. It was all part of their plan. And it's blueprints.
To a certain ship.
To a certain ship.
Very interesting.
Blueprints is something that has been secretly passed down from shipwright to from shipwright to disciple shipwright for generations.
Interesting.
So if that's the case for generations, that could mean anything. It could be Roger's ship, which theoretically wouldn't be that old.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, Roger could have inherited his ship, perhaps. If it's a special ship that could go to Skypiea, come down without being destroyed. Or maybe it's like a legendary thing. Maybe it's something way more ancient that we wouldn't know. Yeah,
it's hard to, because it's
if Skypiea were more related to the whole, to like, if I felt like something about the arc, I don't think it's the fucking plans for the arc. Because, because we kind of know a little bit more. If we knew less about how that came to be, like, I don't know. Maybe that would be it. But maybe Oda is playing off of that same sort of idea of like ancient ship, with like more of a more spiritual sort of significance. Maybe there's something like that. Maybe it is like not Noah's Ark as it would apply to the One Piece world, but like something like that adjacent, like this ancient legendary ship that is like that. And like we saw a version of Oda's manifestation of that sort of idea with Eneru's ship. But maybe he's going off of that, like, he's like, okay, I used that idea there, but, like, maybe I didn't quite accomplish what I wanted to. I'll use that same kind of idea for this. Maybe. Or maybe it's something more normal of a ship than that. But that would go pretty hard, I'm not gonna lie.
Some kind of crazy ship. I think it could be interesting if it was the same ship, or even
same ship? What do you mean same ship?
Same ship as Roger had.
Oh, yeah.
But it could also be interesting if Roger's ship was just because it's blueprints, right? It's not the actual boat itself, so it can be built and rebuilt a million times, assuming...
That's gonna be our boat.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was saying if Roger did, like, say it was the same boat that he had, but that wasn't necessarily the first rendition of that boat. It was just... some shipwright, one of the shipwrights that was in possession of these blueprints, met this guy and was like, he needs this boat, built him up this boat, this like secret special boat, and then potentially after like this arc goes through and we inevitably save the town and get the blueprints back and this and that, then we're gonna be awarded basically with having this ship
that's like this
that's
legendary
like known
ship.
To be like the best model of ship ever created.
I like that a lot as it applies to our group. My only wrinkle with that is, why does it matter so much that it's secret? If it's just a really good ship building technique,
then just build it and sell it.
Yeah, then there's no reason why they would keep it secret. Unless they don't want some people to have a good ship. You know, like they're legendary shipwrights for a reason. Unless there's something magical or something beyond just it's a really good ship. It's a really strong, well-made ship that won't get damaged as much.
We have two versions here. We have the version of the Titanic that will sink in the iceberg. We have the version that won't sink. We're gonna keep the non-sinking one secret, and then we're just gonna sell the other one. It's like, what? But maybe there could be something else.
There has to be something other than just good ship. Because,
well, I mean, there could be there could be a magical element. There could also be, like an honor kind of element of like, if this ship is so good that all the shipwrights who have been in possession of the blueprints are like, I only want someone that is truly worthy of having this ship to be able to have, or it's like, you know what I mean? Like, something like that.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
I was going to say, well, he doesn't seem, Iceberg, maybe it'll be like Iceberg just really doesn't like the Navy and doesn't like the government, so he doesn't want them to have this really good ship. But like, all ships are made to float, you know, so I don't know what the significance of it could be beyond sentimental, and at that point, like, if that's the significance, then I question why he's risking his life to protect it. But it has to be some kind of honor-based sentimentality thing. Yeah, I just hope that there's some kind of reason beyond that, because
if he's
it's just not worth it to anyone. Like, and it's not. There's nothing separating that ship from. I mean, this is all theoretical. I guess I'm just hoping that it's satisfying is all I really want. You know.
I mean, and yeah, the ship could be. Like, we don't know anything about it, but there could be something about it that, you know, is different. Like, the thing about One Piece is it's interesting because people have abilities and there's devil fruit powers, but there's not necessarily, like, magic in
we
like...
just saw a guy turn a wall into a door and put it back in.
Yeah, but it's all tied to the devil fruit, so it's not like, oh, we're gonna magically enchant this boat to do something, you know what I mean? Like... You could potentially feed a boat a devil fruit somehow. Like, maybe that's what it's about. You build a mouth on this boat, and then you can find a devil fruit and throw it in there. I don't know.
I did mention that as kind of a joke, but also a solution to Mary being fixed, maybe.
Or maybe it's something about, like, the boat is alive in some way or can, like, fix itself, or maybe it's a type of boat that never needs to get repaired. I mean, I know we're here to, like, find a shipwright, but, like, maybe we don't. Maybe we just get a boat that renders having a shipwright useless, and that's why the shipwrights don't want to release this boat, because then they'll be out of business.
I wonder if it's gonna tie into that, like, spectral figure that was fixing the Mary.
Yeah, we still don't know about that. Like, that old guy in the jail, like, alluded to it, but then got cut off.
It must be related to this somehow, you know? Maybe that's the spirit.
Or maybe they're gonna, like...
Maybe that's the spirit. Maybe that's the spirit of the guy who made the blueprints.
I was gonna say, maybe, like, they're gonna keep it secret, but then when they bring up that shipwright... that, like, the mysterious ghost shipwright, then they're gonna be like, oh shit, now we need to build you this boat because, you know, because of that.
Yeah.
Because that's part of our ancient lore.
Well, yeah, because, like, oh, well, if you really saw that, then you must have the blessing of the person that, like, created these blueprints, therefore you deserve this, like, best ship. Yeah. I just hope that there's... I'm holding out hope that there's something beyond just the honor of shipwrights, that they're, like, risking everything, this whole town... You know, because, like, for Iceberg to risk his life for it, it's not that it's just risking his life and that's kind of, like, silly. Like, people risk their lives for really silly reasons in One Piece all the time. It's that he would be risking the prosperity of this entire island. You know, everybody is... It's a whole big deal that he doesn't die or that he doesn't get hurt, because if he does, then... You know, everybody's livelihood is gone. Like, he built up this whole place so that everybody could be happy and prosperous. And if he does that, he's not just risking his life, he's risking everybody's life.
Yeah.
So it would just be short-sighted and against, like, everything that he's built for his entire life. So
because he
as far as we
doesn't really seem to be a selfish guy necessarily.
Yeah.
As far as we've been able to see.
And also,
him.
it'd be just cool if there was like what could like it's I'm just trying to figure it out, like what kind of thing could be worth all of this, like what kind of a ship could be worth all of this.
Yeah.
And if it's worth all of this, what's stopping from somebody else from figuring out there must be something with this ship plan that somebody else couldn't figure out through thousands of years of building boats.
Yeah.
Like
what about this one is so
it's made out of metal.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. Like does it have a electric motor? Is it a waiver ship? So many questions, guys. Leave a like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next one, Carson.
I'm Lindsay.
Bye-bye.